Let's go ahead and give you guys an in-depth look at the inventory inside of Diablo Immortal. What is up, my friends? My name is Echo and welcome back to the channel, where today we're diving deep into what you can carry, what you can have on your person inside of Diablo Immortal. Now, if you were there for all of my live streams, you've been watching a ton of my videos, you may have already seen this, but this video is actually entitled for people that are brand new, that maybe haven't seen much within Diablo Immortal yet, or if the video is out, if the game is out right now, well, then it's for you, trying to understand what you're getting into before you dive into the game. I want to let all you know that the gameplay that we're looking at right here is from my good friend Nemo, who had himself a maxed out wizard with some 14 Paragon as well. He has a YouTube channel called Scrappy Academy where he also covers Diablo Immortal. I urge you to check him out. If you like what he does, give him a subscription as well. Now, since you guys most likely want to check out what these slots look like, I'm going to pop them up on the screen for you, and they will be there for the entirety of the video with some gameplay in the background, so you can kind of just keep an eye on what we're looking at. And as we look at the gameplay, we're looking at some of those slots right now, so you're getting to see what it actually looks like live. Let's actually pause the video right here, take a deeper look. So as we sit here and look at Nemo's wizard, we'll notice that there are 6 primary slots on the right side of the wizard, and there are 6 secondary slots on the left hand side of the wizard. There's also 1 extra slot up top on the right, and that is the charm, which you're going to get once you are able to move on, become max level, and then start reaching your Paragon, which is leveling after you get to that max level. So from the right hand side with the primary weapons, we're going to go through, and the primary gear, I should say, we're going to go through what we're looking at. Top left, we're looking at the helmet. Then we're looking at the chest next to it. Underneath that, we have shoulders and pants. And then we have the primary weapon on the left and the secondary weapon on the right. Now, it's worth noting that each of these items can hold a legendary gem, which that legendary gem could be upgraded and upgraded over time, making your character, your hero, more and more powerful. I have an image of that I'm going to be popping up on the screen in a moment. But you need to have gear that has those gem slots. There needs to be sockets for the gems to be put inside of, to be able to put gems inside of those pieces of gear. Now, for me, on my monk, I had 5 of the pieces of gear with sockets, leaving only 1, which were my shoulders, that were not socketable with a gem, if socketable is even a word. But that's your stuff on the right. That's your primary stuff. That's the main stuff of the game. That's where the legendary gems come into play. Then over on the left-hand side, we have our secondary gear. We have, we have our gloves, our belt, our boots. We have our jewelry, and all of this can also be socketed with gems, but not with legendary gems. These are more of a common gem that you get more regularly throughout the game. You could buy them from the merchant, and they're easier to attain. Also upgradable over time, all of them having different skills, different abilities, and different enhancements to your hero. So at the end of the day, what you're looking to do is have 6 primary pieces of gear, all gemmed out, and 6 secondary pieces of gear, all gemmed out as well. And then, of course, you can go get that charm when you get yourself to Paragon level 1. You could finally make that dive into, changing stats and figuring out how you want to really specify your hero. But let's take a look at some gems for a second. Now, as you guys can see on the screen right now, these are the gems slotted in those gem slot positions. What I'm going to do is I'm going to push this off to the side so we have some gameplay to look at, but it's still going to be there for you guys to check out. So notice on the right hand side, with all of my primary gear, I have some legendary gear and I have some gear that's not legendary. You don't need to have legendary gear to be able to socket it with stuff. So that's really cool and worth noting as well. You don't need to have it all legendary to have those gems, to have those legendary gems. But we do also have stuff on the left-hand side, which is that secondary gear. And out of those 6 pieces of gear, I myself have 3 of them that are socketable with gems. Now notice, some of them can have 1 gem, some of them can have 2, some of them can have 3, and I believe some can have 4. Don't hold me to it. I don't actually recall. It's been a while since I've actually been holding the game and actually playing it like that. But those gems as well, if you notice that we have those pink in color gems, those I believe were things that helped out with damage, if I recall properly. Notice some are circle, some are teardrop shaped. These can be upgraded, and as they upgrade, they change how they look. Initially, they come as like a stone with that color. Then you could merge a few of them together, turn them into the circles, merge a few circles together, turn them into the teardrops, and so on until they progressively get stronger throughout the game. So the short answer here that you're probably looking for is, how many legendary gems do you really want to focus on your character? And this is really dependent on what you're going to be using your character for. If you're out farming, you may want a different set. You may want different gems put in there. If you're out doing rifts, you may want different gems. If you're doing PvP, you may want different gems. So really, at the end of the day, your character should have many different gems upgraded, and hopefully we're going to be getting ourselves some gear slots that we could preset. So we can just say we want to have our farming set, we want to have our PvP set, we want to have our rift set, so you don't have to go build it and swap things around every single time you go. It'll be nice and easy, kind of like a loadout inside of Call of Duty. You'll just be able to grab the loadout and then go do the things you want to do with that loadout. All of this can be customized, changed, and enhanced over time, of course, but you want to have at the end 6 gems that you're going to get to max level. You're going to continuously upgrade, try and get those legendary crests and get as many gems as you can to upgrade your gems to make them stronger. Now with the secondary gear, it's a little bit less. It's actually a lot less detrimental. Now you do want the legendary gems in there. You do get extra bonuses, extra health. You can get extra protection. You can get extra damage. But it's not the same as the legendary gems. You're not getting the same boost. But with that being said, you don't want to go gemless and you don't want to go with low level gems. These ones are much easier to attain, and you want to try and get them upgraded as quickly as you can inside of the game, because really you want to be equipped properly. And again, the charm, that's going to be for when you reach max level. At the point of release, that's going to be level 60. In the tech alpha, it was level 45. Probably going to take you between 30, I guess 35 hours to max out a character to level 60, maybe more like 40. We'll have to see. I'm guessing 35 would be my safe guess on that, though. So that's a lot of time before you'll actually see what those charms are able to do, and before you have to make any decisions with those charms. So between now and then, we'll have a charm video. Don't you worry, I won't leave you hanging. But by the way, we're in an Elder Rift right now. Nemo rocking it, about to take down this Rift Guardian and get a bunch of rewards. I did not notice if he used a legendary crest on this or not. If he did, he will be netting himself at least 1 legendary gem, which fits into the topic of conversation here today. So you're given 6 primary gem slots, or gem slot potential if you get that right gear. You have 6 secondary gem slots, and you have the slot, that position for that crest. Let me get this image out of the way now so we can watch this battle. There we go, just in time for this demon to go down to our boy Nemo. So what kind of questions do you guys have? Do you have any further questions about the gear slots? If you're wondering about how much storage you have in your bag, I'll tell you, there are merchants and there are blacksmiths and ways for you to just get rid of your stuff all the time. There's also those storage chests that you can drop stuff off in. Only one time in my 80 to 100 hours of play, like, notice a blacksmith just popped up right here. In case you didn't have spots, you can just go to that blacksmith, as Nemo's doing, and sell off anything that you want to that you really don't want to have because you don't have the spot for it. That easy. So in purchasing more space inside of your satchel, I don't think it's really going to be a thing. I don't think we're going to need it as much inside of the game because there's so many opportunities for us to just kind of get rid of everything whenever we need to. This video was helpful. I know that it was, but for now, I'm out. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you come on through my Discord server, which is the pinned comment. Come on through, guys. And remember, we are sponsored by Mobile Gaming Corp, and then you can save yourself 10% on any mobile gaming accessories that they have over here. And believe me, guys, they have the best. I can't wait to get my new phone case coming in from them. Maybe we'll do some giveaways. Go check them out, mobilegamingcorp.com. Use code ECHO, save 10%, and hook up your boy. Keeps me alive here on YouTube. I love you guys. I thank you. Check out my other stuff before you go, and be good.